This is your Weather Extreme video for Sunday, June the 10th. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Thanks for tuning in, and it looks like we're going to stay somewhat unsettled for the next 2 or 3 days before we dry out some. Here's a look at our Skycam network. There's Birmingham, and you can see the clouds as we stayed cloudy yesterday, and the high only reaching 80 degrees, a little below where we typically are in June. There's a look at Mount Cheaha. They've had 0.14 of an inch since midnight and kind of wet, and you can see they're in the clouds up there if you can look beyond those water droplets. The big culprit in our weather pattern is an upper-level disturbance, a little, not quite a closed low, but an open wave and an open trough that is situated over the southeastern U.S., and it's just creating a fetch that's bringing showers and thunderstorms from the Gulf right up into the area, and of course serious flooding problems in Pensacola and Mobile and Baldwin counties yesterday, and certainly a lot of rain. Looks like the rain's a little bit less for the next several days, but still a sizable amount of rain possible along the southeastern U.S. The temperatures across the country are a bit warm for June. As you can see, 70s climbing all the way up into the central plain states there, and that's where there's a outlook for a slight risk of severe weather for today. There's a look at radar snapshot for this morning, and you can see just a lot of rain over the southeastern U.S., and we're going to continue with that for the next couple 3 days. QPF-wise, we're still looking at the possibility of 1 to 3 inches over the area. I know most of us didn't get that much yesterday, but it looks like we're going to continue with these showers and thunderstorms off and on. Slight risk of severe ahead of the next storm system in the westerlies off to our northwest in the central plain states, and we got a little C-text for the potential for some isolated severe weather in the southeastern U.S., especially along the coastline. For day 2, the slight risk comes down into the Arkansas, eastern Oklahoma area, and then for day 3, it shifts back out along the front range of the Rockies, and the tropics remain quiet. All right, the 06Z GFS model run, and there's our open trough, and certainly keeping things unsettled. It doesn't change much, sharpens up just a little bit, but doesn't move much on Monday, and you can see the big trough, the westerlies, with the nice trough over the south central Canada, moving through the flow. That, of course, moves on, and it kind of leaves this little open wave in our area, but by Tuesday, it looks like we're going to be a little bit more scattered, not quite as significant as we have been here for yesterday and for the today and tomorrow, but still a good threat for showers. Wednesday, the system is not nearly as identifiable, so we should be getting much more into an isolated to scattered or widely scattered situation, and the GFS even suggesting the possibility that we might be getting out of it, but I think it's too close to call for that exactly. The ridge still just off to our west on Thursday, but that keeps us at least a little bit drier, and actually I think we're going to go ahead and take showers out of the forecast for Thursday and Friday, because Friday we begin to see once again kind of a weakness in the ridge. You can see the ridge mainly in the Atlantic and then over Texas, but kind of a weakness between that, and that means we might see showers, but right now we're going to leave Friday kind of open for that. But it looks like that weakness is there on Saturday, so we're going to return showers to the forecast, and we stay that way again on Sunday. And of course, once again, the showers are a possibility. So it looks like pretty unsettled for the next several days, and even the latter part of the week is still a little bit iffy. Going out in voodoo country now, and there's yesterday we had, looks like the ridge was going to be returning, and but now the GFS is suggesting a trough over the central part of the country around the 21st, and that keeps us warm but not overly hot with the ridge along the east coast, and then by the 25th suggesting that trough comes on through to the east coast with the ridge back out to our west, and certainly that would be a welcome pattern to see, because it would be at least not as hot. Well, that'll do it for this Weather Extreme video. Expect James Spann to be back in the saddle once again on Monday morning with the next edition of the Weather Extreme video. Certainly hope that your Sunday is a good one, no matter what the weather brings. Godspeed.
Thank you for trusting us to be your #1 source for news in all of Central Alabama.
In back-to-back ratings periods,
more people watched ABC 3340
than any other station in Birmingham.